Good afternoon, students. In the fifth semester, our fourth unit is almost completed. Only last topic, ACTH and corticosteroid is remaining. So let's study this topic. So by this way, the fourth unit is completely. We can finish this unit. So first of all, ACTH. It is a hormone made by the pituitary gland. So this is just background or basic knowledge. A small and you know that pituitary gland is a small gland at the base of the brain. And what is the function of ACTH? That ACTH controls the production of all our hormones. We can say that hormone is the cortisol. The cortisol is made by the adrenal gland, which is located just above the kidney. So ACTH, it means adrenocorticotropic hormone. In the biosynthetic way, it is a 39 amino acids long straight peptide chain hormone that is derived from the 266 amino acid precursor opiomelanocortin. And the corticotropin is a polypeptide hormone which is produced and secreted by the pituitary gland. It is important player in the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. It acts through the stimulation of the cell surface of ACTH receptor, which are primarily located on the adrenocortico cell. Corticotropin stimulate the cortex of the adrenal gland and boost the synthesis of corticosteroids. So here what is the main function? That it stimulates the synthesis of corticosteroids. Now what is corticosteroid? So corticosteroid, it is also hormone produced in the cortex of the adrenal gland. There is the mainly three types of the corticosteroids, that glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids and androgens. For the GPET, it is the most important question, that cortisol, it is a major glucocorticoids which is regulated by the ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. And the androgens, aldosterone, it is a minor corticoids. So major and minor glucocorticoids, this is the type of glucocorticoids. Cortisol is a major glucocorticoids, and aldosterone, which is a generally useful in the renin system or urinary system. So it is a mineralocorticoids. Aldosterone, it is a mineralocorticosteroids. So ACTH generally stimulate the secretion of glucocorticosteroid hormone from the adrenal cortex cells, especially from the zona fasciculata of adrenal gland. Now corticoids, gluco plus mineralo, the synthetic way, the 21 carbon compound with the steroid nucleus, circulating corticosteroid. This is just basic and it follow the negative feedback mechanism. As you know that what is negative feedback mechanism. In the negative feedback mechanism, if any kind of secretion come from the any kind of gland, so at that time inhibition system is also work because of their excessive secretion, so that inhibit their particular secretion from the gland. By this way the entire system is become a homeostatic. So ultimating circulating corticosteroid responsible for the decrease the ACTH and the CRF, corticotropin releasing factor, and it follows the negative feedback mechanism. So when cortisol is released, so cortisol is a, we can say that is the glucocorticoids, or when stress is generated in the body, at that time the hypothalamus just to give a signal to corticotropin releasing factor or releasing hormone CRF, corticotropin releasing hormone or factor. When it activates the CRF, at that time the pituitary gland collect the signals from the hypothalamus, and it increase the, or it secrete the ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. Ultimately ACTH, what it done, that it give the signal to the adrenal cortex region or adrenal gland that is located just above the kidney. So જ્યારે પણ સિગ્નલ મળે છે એડ્રિનલ કોર્ટેક્સને, એટ that time whatever need or whenever need, at that time it gives the secretion of glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids and androgens, and ultimately this kind of hormones moves into the blood vessels, and via blood and transfer throughout the body. The same type of mechanism follow, and it also gives the નેગેટિવ ફીડબેક મિકેનિઝમ. સો જ્યારે પણ જે બોડીમાં સ્ટ્રેસ જનરેટ થાય છે એ વખતે હાઇપોથેલેમસ છે એ પર્ટિક્યુલરલી સિગ્નલ પાસ કરે છે CRFને. CRF ઇટ મીન્સ કે કોર્ટિકોટ્રોપિન રિલીઝિંગ હોર્મોન, અને જ્યારે એ હોર્મોન જ્યારે રિલીઝ થાય છે એ વખતે પિચ્યુટરી ગ્લેન્ડને સિગ્નલ પાસ થાય છે કે જે તે હોર્મોન છે એને પોતાના રિસ્પેક્ટિવ સ્ટેજ, એટલે કે જે ACTH છે એ એડ્રિનલ કોર્ટેક્સને મેસેજ પાસ કરે છે. એ રીતે એડ્રિનલ કોર્ટેક્સ છે પોતાના સબ રિસેપ્ટર્સ જોડે કોરિલેટ કરીને જે તે હોર્મોન ઓર એન્ઝાઇમ સિક્રેટ કરવાના હોય તો એ હોર્મોન સિક્રેટ કરે છે. સો અને જેટલા અમાઉન્ટમાં એ જે નેસેસરી છે એટલા અમાઉન્ટમાં એ પ્રોડ્યુસ કરે છે, અને દેન ઇટ ફોલો ધી નેગેટિવ ફીડબેક સિસ્ટમ, એટલે કે ઇન્હિબિશન ક્રિએટ કરે છે. નાવ the corticosteroids classification. The first one is the glucocorticoids, based on the duration of the action, the short acting, intermediate and the long acting. The short acting, that is the hydrocortisone or cortisol. Intermediate, prednisolone, methylprednisolone. Long acting, betamethasone and dexamethasone. Mineralocorticoids, fludrocortisone and aldosterone. Now the biosynthesis of mineral corticoids or glucocorticoids. So first of all, how they synthesize in the body. So cholesterol is the main, or we can say this is the precursor from which there are the number of steroidal hormones were secreted. So first the cholesterol is the precursor, then at that time the ACTH is work. So pregnenolone, that is the second phase of the biosynthesis, then it is converted in the prognesterone, then again it is converted in the when prognesterone is again converted in 11-deoxy corticosterone, then it is again converted in the corticosterone, and ultimately it gives the aldosterone, which is a type of the mineralocorticosteroid. The same way how glucocorticosteroid is formed or synthesized in the body. So at that time the progesterone, it is the same phase that cholesterol is converted in the pregnenolone, and then it is converted in the progesterone. So progesterone is the same constituent for the glucocorticosteroid. Then the pregnenolone is again converted in 17 alpha hydroxy pregnenolone, and the progesterone is converted in the 17 alpha hydroxy progesterone. So ultimately it converted in the 11 deoxy cortisone, and it produced the hydrocortisone. The same ways the 17 alpha hydroxy progesterone and pregnenolone both constitute are again same in the synthesis of the testosterone, and at that time the dehydroepiendosterone from it synthesized from the 17 alpha hydroxy pregnenolone, and then androstenedione, that is the come from the 17 alpha hydroxy progesterone. Ultimately it produced the testosterone. So aldosterone, hydrocortisone and the testosterone, that is the end product, or the we can say that is the yield of whatever we synthesize. So by this way we can say the how steroid hormone synthesized in the human body, like cholesterol is the main constituent, and then it is again converted in the pregnenolone and progesterone, and in the case of glucocorticosteroid the two steps are same, and again it converts